Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart. So, I'm kind of going to piggyback off of where I was at yesterday because the sun has now crossed over Saturn and they both are at 22 degrees. Okay, so this is the infamous 22 degrees and big. Okay, the same goes for the 18 degrees. I had someone leave me a comment, be like, no, it's not 18 degrees. Yes, okay, it's both of them. All right, so there's a lot of friction in the air, to say the least. All right, and we are building into this eclipse season. Okay, so we're going to be having the eclipse in the middle of the night. Okay, it's not going to be the 13th because I'm going to be having my Virgo full moon healing circle tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join, check it out. It's under the events tab. Would love to have you join us. So it's going to be taking place, I know, on the East Coast, roughly between 2 and 3 a.m. on the 14th. Okay, so we're going to do this prior to. But with these degrees here, okay, I need you all to remember that we are in a spiritual war. And because we still have this Sun and Saturn conjunction, okay, it's all about integrity, okay? If you are not truly being who you say you are, your true authentic self, like yesterday I touched on being closet alcoholics, okay? This can also go for closet pedos, okay? And the dark forces, the dark energy is going to give us a run for our money. But I want you all to remember that we are, in fact, stronger than any dark agenda. I want to remind you all of Melton. Okay? I want to remind you all of Melton. Now, we do have Virgo. The moon's now in Virgo, okay? Mercury has now crossed over Venus, getting ready to stop for its retrograde. Okay, now if you have anything at the 21, 22, 23 degree point, and you could even go up to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, okay, within that 5 degree orb. Sometimes you can even go a little bit more than that. In Pisces and in Virgo, hold on, okay? If things are being clipped out, if things are leaving, by all means, let them go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, okay? We tend to fear change more than anything else because we are humans and we want things to be very predictable. Okay, we want things to be very stable. All right, we want to know what's coming. So when towers start happening, when arguments start happening, when things start happening, and I do want to share a little bit of my experience with the eclipses. Okay, now I am Indian descent, okay, Native American descent. I do have other nationality in there, but the primary is Indian, okay? Indian and Irish, English. Because of that, I tend to research and do a lot of what my ancestors have always done, okay? Because that is part of my ancestors, my lineage of what I'm healing. So when it comes to eclipses, specifically the solar eclipses, okay, Indians do not believe in watching it, because it is a symbolic representation of the sun dying. Now, I said this a year ago when we had our first eclipses in Aries, that because those eclipses were conjunct Chiron, that if you watch those eclipses with people, that they could be clipped out of your life, and it could be a painful clipping, okay? Now, I'm going to go back to that. If you are watching this next Aries eclipse with people and it's at your location, you could potentially have a painful clipping out, okay? Going back to the 2017 Leo eclipse that went across the United States, I watched that with my children, my mother, my brother, his wife, his family. I no longer see my brother and his wife and their kids, and I no longer see my mother. So, eclipses hold the power to literally remove people, remove jobs, remove situations completely out of your life, okay? And so we're going to be building up to this Aries eclipse after this lunar eclipse in Virgo. Now, the best way to be intentional with these eclipses is to work with that Pisces and Virgo axis. For me, on Sunday, I said, I'm going to quit smoking. God, I'm going to need you to take care of my cravings, but I'm going to clip this out of my life. And it's now Wednesday. So, that truly is the best way to work with this energy. Really, right? Because Virgo is the physical body. Pisces is the spiritual and the healing aspect. So when you're able to take both of those and blend them together, you don't want to see it opposing you. Okay, this is opposing me. I got to fight. It's going to be a challenge. Blah, 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 blah. No, bring it together and work with it. Find a balance in the two, right? So for me, healing the physical body, removing the addiction aspect, okay? Now I can bring more mind, body, spirit healing within me, okay? I've had to overcome many addictions in my life. And I was actually thinking about this today. I've had to overcome many addictions due to the traumas that I've had to experience. And with every addiction, there is a trauma, a root trauma that you've not dealt with, okay? On a mental level, on a spiritual level, on an energetic level. So truly, the best way to work with this energy is to be intentional. What do you want to intentionally remove? It really is best to be consciously aware of what you're choosing to pick to remove versus being unconscious and just letting the universe, the planets, God, your guides, your ancestors start removing things for you, because it can feel painful. It can feel like you're getting beat up. All right? So let's see. What card do we want for today? Give me one card for the energy for today. Got the Eight of Wands, okay? There could be communication coming in about work. There could be a job that you have applied for, because keep in mind, Saturn can represent work. We got Mercury slowing down, still conjunct with Venus, okay? So there could be communication coming in regards to work. Keep an eye on your emotions. Things are going to be pretty hot and heated today, okay? Channel this energy in a way to where you can be productive, okay? And there could be communication coming in regards to a court case, justice. Trust me, with this 22-degree, 18-degree, divine justice is going to be served. And I would prefer to be on the better side of that karma. If you're being a petty asshole, get ready. It's not going to go well. It is what it is. We're supposed to be living more Christ-like. And if you're not living Christ-like in your heart, it's not going to go well. So get ready. All right? I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well. And I'll be back soon.